Hello, grade 7. Welcome back. Here we are at lesson 5.2, Organize Outcomes Using Tree Diagrams and Tables. You can find this lesson on page 165 of your textbook. All right, so the goal for this lesson is once we are finished, you should be able to explain how to identify an independent event, determine outcomes of two independent events, and organize outcomes using tables and tree diagrams. Okay, so recall that probability is our unit focus, and probability is the likelihood of an event happening. Independent events are results for which the outcome of one event has no effect on the outcome of another event. And sample space, this is new for this lesson, and sample space is all the possible outcomes of a probability experiment. All right, so let's get down to it. Example 1. So you're going to get a couple of questions that deal with these types of things. The first type of question is example 1, representing outcomes using a table. You can find this on page 166 of the text. So you're going to get a question such as a coin is flipped and a 6-sided die is rolled. Use a table to list all possible outcomes. So in your notebook you can draw a table. I've made one here. So die is going across the top and there's 6 sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then a coin is flipped, and we know that it could either be heads or it could either be tails. So that is the table. Question B is, how many outcomes are there? As you can see, here are the outcomes. So it can be heads, can be flipped, and the die could land on a 1. Heads could be flipped, the die could land on a 2. Heads could be flipped, and the die could land on a 3, and so on and so forth. We know that there are 6 sides to this dice, and there are 2 sides to a coin. So a quick and easy way to do it is just think of it as 6 times 2. Therefore, we know that there are 12 possible outcomes. Now, the next type of question that you will get is, what is the sample space for this combination of events? And we know that the sample space can be heads 1, heads 2, heads 3, so on and so forth, to tails 1, tails 2, tails 3, tails 4, and so on. So that is the sample space. So basically, what combinations can be rolled, right? That is how you complete example 1. Pretty straightforward. Now example 2. So instead of doing a table, we are completing this question using a tree diagram. This can be found on page 167 of your text. You'll get a type of question that's something like, a coin is flipped and a spinner is spun once. So here's our coin, here's our spinner, so we have 3 possibilities here, bear, elk, and salmon. Create a tree diagram that shows all possible outcomes. So here we have heads, represented by H, and then tails, represented by capital T, and then the spinner can be bear, elk, or salmon. And again, underneath here can be bear, elk, or salmon. So flip the coin, it lands on heads, and we've spun a bear, then it's H bear. We flip the coin, it lands on heads, and we've spun an elk, then it's H elk. We flip the coin, it lands on heads, and the spinner lands on salmon, it is H salmon. And then, of course, the reverse. So we flip the coin, it lands on tails. We spin the spinner, it lands on bear, and so on and so forth. So we have T bear is the outcome, T elk is the outcome, and T salmon is the outcome here. So what is the sample space then for this type of question? List the sample space. I'll give you a minute to think about that. All right, the sample space is all of the outcomes that we could possibly get, right? So I'm just going to copy and paste those here. So it could be, oh, the formatting's a bit weird. Let's fix that a bit, hey? So it could be H bear, H elk, H salmon, and then it could be, and let's see, T bear, T elk, and T salmon. All right. Pretty straightforward, but if you have any questions, be sure to come on our call on our Teams channel at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. The biggest points or the key ideas here is that two events are independent if the outcome of one event has no effect on the outcome of the other event, and you can use tables and tree diagrams to organize outcomes of two independent events. All right, thanks, grade 7s. Hopefully we'll see you Wednesday at our call. Have a good night.